Hello, welcome to this week's episode of the Diski Preview Show. I know you couldn't wait any longer. My name is yours truly, Mr. E.
And I'm uThisha, uThisha weDiski, and we're back once again to give you insights on the biggest soccer games taking place.
Today we'll be taking a look at the game between Richards Bay. They will be hosting Orlando Pirates. And that game will be taking place Emhla Tuesday. But before we do that, just a quick reminder that you can now speed up the betting process by using our EasyBet soccer coupons in all our stores countrywide. Now let's take a look at our big game on our hand. It's Richards Bay FC going head to head with Orlando Pirates. And now let's go straight to our featured game. It's Richards Bay FC welcoming Orlando Pirates. And that game is going to be at the Richards Bay Stadium. In the studio to help me unpack and go through the match is yours truly, uThisha weDiski. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't charge any school fees. uThisha weDiski, Orlando Pirates coming into this game after winning against Kaizer Chiefs by 1-0. I think they must be bullish right now.
Yeah, look, Mr. E, it's only unfortunate that we're back from international break. I'm sure the international break kind of disturbed the rhythm. A little bit. I mean, from beating your arch rivals, camp.
Yeah.
Happy camp.
High spirits.
The boys were excited, looking forward for the next game. Also, on the other hand, Richards Bay, they also come from a win. The last game, they actually beat Cape Town Spurs. Yeah. That same Cape Town Spurs that actually beat Orlando Pirates by 2-1.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an interesting game. This one.
Most certainly it's going to be an interesting game. Just took a look at the stats. Orlando Pirates coming into this game only scored... they only scored 11 goals, and Richards Bay, they've only scored 8 goals. I think now the problem with Richards Bay is that maybe they concede a lot, but there isn't much to separate the two teams in terms of goal scoring.
No, I mean, Mr. E, it's still early in the season. We're not halfway through the season. Yeah. So a lot can still change. We know these teams are not really high-scoring teams, and with the league being so tight, I mean, getting 3 points from a game can actually move you from number 15 to position 10. So a lot can still happen, but it's a pity that in the PSL lately we're not really getting a lot of goals. I mean, currently top goal scorer has less than 10 goals.
Yeah.
We look at Orlando Pirates, their top goal scorer is sitting on 3 goals. We look at the Richards Bay, current top goal scorer is sitting on 2. Yeah. But most definitely they'll be looking to improve that.
Yeah, most certainly they have to improve that. And importantly for both teams are the 3 points, because if Richards Bay wins this one, they will be able to lift up from the relegation zone.
Look, Richards Bay find themselves currently number 15. That's a playoff spot. They're in relegation. It's not where they'll be looking to be sitting. Definitely they want to move up from there. Orlando Pirates, on the other hand, currently number 7 for a team like Orlando Pirates, a team with the trophies that they've been getting lately. I mean, surely they'll be looking at least up to number 2. So 3 points from this game will definitely move them up.
And now let's take a look at the impact players for both teams, and maybe starting off with Richards Bay. uThisha weDiski, uBanzi Sanele, do you think maybe the coach Kaizer Chiefs will pin his hopes on getting goals from him?
Most definitely, Mr. E. If you look at Richards Bay, it's a fairly young squad, and Usanele Barnes that you just mentioned is currently joint top goal scorer with 2 goals with OPK, Ukoman. So they both are sitting on 2 goals. And they'll definitely be looking to add on to that. Yeah. Also, another impact player, you have the former Orlando Pirates player there in midfield, which is Abel Mabas. So will come with that experience. He knows Pirates, so definitely that experience will work in hand for Richards Bay.
So those are the 2 guys to be on the lookout for, and Kaizer Chiefs is going to pin his hopes on the 2 guys getting the 3 points for him. Now let's take a look at the visiting team, which is Orlando Pirates. Lipas are currently sitting on 3 goals in the DSTV Premiership.
Look, Mr. E, when it comes to Orlando Pirates, I mean, a lot is said about Orlando Pirates week in, week out. We forever talk about Orlando Pirates, but I just think those players, they're failing to come to the party. I mean, Orlando Pirates is a complete team. They have players from defenders to strikers, but they're just lacking somewhere. The players are not gelling. Willie Pasa, that you mentioned, is currently the top goal scorer with only 3 goals.
Only 3 goals. And
I mean,
Orlando
for Orlando
Pirates.
10 games, only 3 goals, Mr. In. And if you remember, those 3 goals were actually scored earlier on. I think it was the first 2 games where he went on to score those 3 goals. So it's been a drought, Mr. In. It's been a drought. But he's still representing the national team. So it means Hugo Bros still sees something in him. So definitely, there's still something in him, and we're hoping to see it soon.
Most certainly. That's uThisha weDiski there giving us his expected top performers to carry the hopes for both coaches when Richards Bay goes head-to-head with Orlando Pirates. And now let's quickly get into today's predictions to try and help you create that winning bet. uThisha weDiski, now tell me, who's going to walk away with the 3 points?
You know, Mr. E, there's a curse when it comes to the derby.
Yeah.
A team that usually wins the derby goes on to lose the next game.
Yes.
Orlando Pirates is also struggling against these bottom
so-called small teams.
Small teams. I mean, they've lost against Cape Town Spurs, which is number 16. Now they're playing number 15, which is Richards Bay. So I'm giving it to Richards Bay. Richards Bay win or draw.
That's uThisha weDiski is saying Richards Bay is going to carry out a giant slaying act by beating Orlando Pirates. In addition to our featured game today, we've managed to select 4 more matches to help you create that winning bouquet bet. Manchester United, they'll welcome Liverpool. That's the Citizens. They'll be going head-to-head with Liverpool, while Newcastle, they'll play against Chelsea.
In addition to those games, we also have Rayo Vallecano, who host Barcelona. And in our last featured game is AC Milan, who play Fiorentina.
Those are very interesting matches to be on the lookout for, uThisha weDiski.
Yes, most definitely, Mr. E. Hope to see a lot of goals. We also have booker bet codes available for those games that we've just spoken about. Simply take those booker bet codes, go to any of our branches nationwide and place your bets. Or if you are an online customer, simply take that booker bet code and place your bets online.
That's life made easy for you by the Bonus King Bedfred. Thank you very much for watching this episode of the Diski Preview Show. And signing off is yours truly, Mr. E.
Once again, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, and most importantly, don't forget to comment and subscribe.